it feels weird and like a huge bonus on the composition alone here. Lovely paranoia comes on through. Love desperately trying to find something, won't be able to. The kills come flooding in, and it is going to be Galatasaray walking away from this initial duel a little bit better.
ULF trying to make their way back on towards site now. Well, that's low on HP, but the spike will go down in the end. Cage up in front of Echo, and a shock dart as well. Double shock dart will make life difficult for him, zoning him out into the corner. He manages to find one before he's trading. Padisah and Glove on the board. It's just nekky left. And more than anything, that's got to give you some metal. Echo displaced out of the corner by the aftershock, able to find the first. Paddy, though, on the board with two, and that makes life incredibly difficult for Echo, all by his lonesome here on site, and players are leaving him in this corner. WerlasS gets taken down, but the rest of ULF is elsewhere.
Amazing to weather that storm there. The slight, disposition just to find the first pick and then immediately to dip back on out. The cage going out, and this means immediately able to activate, rotate onto this B side.
No more.
Another kill for nekky. Trying to make his way to site now, but Padisah, he could have been the thorn in their side once again. One player remains, and Glove does not know.
When they're retaking B. Oh, lovely recon bolt, but...
That's right. Finding their first, and Sop can't do anything. Completely blinded in the corner. This is what Galatasaray excel at now as they're getting warmed up into this. Zeask having a much better first map than last series he played. In fact, every single thing moving.
Some bits of utility missing.
He waits on his legs, and they're massive. 4 VCT teams attached to your legs. This feels like nothing, to be fair. An Ascension team, close enough to a VCT team, but still not the exact same thing. Things feel a little easier for you, and nekky gets taken down very quickly by WerlasS, and Sop in towards backside. Looking for something. Audaz gets the first, but Echo is back there in the mid to clean things up, and ULF showing that they're not just any non-VCT team. They're one of the hottest prospects coming out of the Turkish region.
Yeah, Padisah, difficult fight here, but they have no idea where to expect, where to look for the double swing.
Flank side, puts up a second trip, and they're going to move over towards A. Echo, baited out by the drone, still not taken down though. Vent is on the board. The TP is going to have to get you away from the Hunter's Fury. It does do a little more damage, but neural theft is going to help them out. The spike does not go down, however, because nekky is well ready for that one with the shock dart. Glove out of the smoke, completely dry, finding one for free. Brings it back to that 3v3 and actually earns himself the Hunter's Fury of his own. He can back up and try and use that, but he's not able to move position. Vent and Paddy on the A side, but Zeask is getting very, very aggressive, and he's not going to be face checked from the other side. Doesn't manage to take down nekky, however. Very low on health, and the shock dart will finish him off. Take it down to a 4v4, and that's all that Galatasaray wanted out of that engagement. They're going to get out of there. Neural theft will alert ULF to the rotate, and Sop is ready for Vent to be there very quickly.
Wrapping from Garage, that you already have this position to stop them crossing. It limits their options to play on site.
Drone comes through onto the C site. They're trying to make Garage work here, and Sop has already moved all the way down long, which could create problems for them later on, and in fact it'll create problems right now as Paddy...
This fight with Echo could be the difference maker.
Galatasaray moving straight in towards C here. Echo biding his time in Garage, looking for that opening pick as audaz makes inroads in towards there, and it's a good trade from Echo. 2 for Echo, 3 for Echo before he gets taken down finally by Vent, who has put up 3 of his own. Has to pick up the spike and get things going on the site, because absolutely nothing was going before now, but Paddy in a good position to find a first kill. Gets absolutely railroaded, however, by... Admit to staying up in window there. It's a good call, even if he didn't really know that there was anybody actually hunting him. Nekky round the corner, unable to deal with Paddy as he moves on towards site. Has been the linchpin for this team for a long time, and now basically playing the duelist here as the Cypher lurking around on A and dealing a lot of damage. Vent now is just able to take care of the pieces that have fallen from ULF, and it's all up to audaz to fight back. Possible still, yeah.
Happy with this half.
Yeah, incredible replacement coming through in that coach slot. I'm not sure whether that's a temporary.
And and the cage just brought some questions up. The paranoia gets dodged. Echo wants ahead of this, though. Naturally going to tuck in there, probably unaware that somebody's already here.
Down goes the spike. Echo finding the first, though. It does look like, it's a fight of two fragging sentinels here. Sop with the operator gets the next, and nekky coming around from the other side. This should make it impossible.
Called upon not to be a diversion, but to be up front in their face. In with the shorty. Manchester back away. Relay bolt to stun them up. They're out in the open, completely stunned. Padisah does find the trade, however. Sight's going to fall immediately. The fallback. They don't want to lose the numbers disadvantage.
Could be done still here. No ults available for either team. It's just going to have to be good play. nekky once again with the lineup on the shock dart. This time won't do any damage. It's a little too late for that. Favian has to get out of dodge, but the trade is good from audaz. That brings it to the all-important 2v2 here. audaz trying to relocate, and therefore Favian is going to have to try and keep him alive on this one. Taken down.
This is just distraction. Maybe you get lucky, you find one, and there it is. There's the lucky pick. Pulls away more of the rotates, but actually it's C that's under threat.
Unable to get anything done there. Paddy nor Zeask. Now only 2 players remain, and that should be
Textbook example. Oh, it's an amazing recon bolt. Lucky only to have, I say that actually. No, Glove gets another kill with a recon bolt, and it's massacre.
That's right, as soon as they get those rifles in their hands, not giving Ulf an inch.
No, and that means no miles can be taken. nekky, well, I mean, paranoia comes out in your face, just about dodges it. Recon bolt, one's on the right. You've just seen where the fault lights come from on the left. This is...
All
Can you even find anything? Yeah.
Shouldn't be Ward C, where Cypher is lying in wait. However, no opening utility. It's going to be more to hold the back of sight for him and hope to get one by surprise. Paddy is able to find one before taken down by Favian, but that's brilliant from Echo. And sometimes you've just got to shock that team in the backpack and get going. Favian's starting to wake up a little more. Starting to get to the point where it's looking like he might drop 40, let alone 30 at the end of this map. Already able to find one here as well. Everything getting traded out. Leaves it in a very, very quick 2v2. Heading through garage. Well, that's not quite there quick enough to find anything further for this eco for Galatasaray. They've done a lot of the hard work, and he's there quickly enough that he might just be able to get something done with the classic. Indeed, he does before he's traded out by Sop, and he can't quite turn around quickly. Galatasaray use the Blade Storm and try and hold him at bay here, but walking directly into the Hunter's Fury, which is tracking him left, right, and center. Glove. Echo takes down one more to get himself to that nice round 25 kill count. Favian looking to extend their map control even further, get them up to that 9th scoreline, even things up for the team. And for Galatasaray, it seems like a foregone conclusion that every time they win a round, Ulf bring it right back to them here. Favian in the corner, taken down by Paddy. He's been the standout for them so far, but Zeask up in heaven with the Blade Storm as well has plenty to do. Players stacked up behind the box. Echo
play off of each other too seamlessly.
Zeask holding things down, but nobody really seems to want to go here for the time being. They are going to face it. He's peeking out of a smoke, completely dry from the looks of things, but he's able to find the head.
You do not want any part of that. Luckily, audaz hasn't rotated too far. If they can find something here, could be huge. Lovely wide swing.
Zeask misses the shot. That's uncharacteristic of him. Oh, Vent not quite sure exactly where audaz has teleported. He was trying
to ahead here. Amazing vault line, and look, immediately wanting to follow this up with aggression. But the stuns force Vent back, but forces them into a crossfire here. Taken down.
Sop isn't looking there whatsoever. He was blinded while Vent was kind of repositioning, so he didn't see anybody there. But still, you got to check that corner regardless of whether you're putting a wall up or not. Glove able to find one to turn it back into a 3v3. That just opens Paddy up into getting kills of his own. Leaves it down to, this clocked position here. Glove unable to find anything with the Hunter's Fury and leaves Zeask up to his own devices where he's just going to be taken down by audaz. Ulf might just manage to get things back in their own hands. they're fighting tooth and nail for every single round here. It's not something I don't think they really feel too used to after the run they had in Phase 3. Things have suddenly ramped up for them. Shock Dart is good from Glove, but he's got so much more work.
Congratulations and thanks given there. And wanting to go full force there. Lovely paranoia, but unfortunately Favian just still spraying, holding down.
This time Echo will not be able to find anything more in the round. The Sop evens things up, spraying down from long range. Glove can't find anything more than a bit of damage, and the long range shorty shot onto Vent, who was on 3 HP, finishes him off. It might just be the end of the map right here. Galatasaray's map pick of Haven not working out for them. A 13-10 might just be all she wrote. Paddy finding the first kill onto Sop there. Another problem player for ULF. Neural Theft comes out. He's peeking recon ability. You can get a little bit out of Sky as well, so they should be able to clear a lot of areas nicely. Put the wall up after getting a pick up in mid. ULF will swiftly break that one down, but it's still going to slow them down. 1 minute left in the round, plenty of time, but utility is much more difficult to clear here on the pistol round.
Yes. Oh, a little bit of a jump spot spotted. audaz just going to use this as an opportunity to push further and further. And actually isn't just going to stop there. Once they take all of this space, and the further you push, the easier time your team will have filtering in.
Yeah, plenty of space created for the team. And actually he's cleared out the whole site. Puts up a smoke over in Heaven just to be safe. Although Paddy right there, and can't quite manage to make life difficult for ULF, who just filter on into the site, get the spike down. Suddenly they're in the driver's seat, and Galatasaray are the ones that are left to pick up the pieces. 3 versus 4, and it's not looking likely for them anymore.
Oh, it's not, and Zeask kind of being held for a little bit here. Nobody immediately watching ramp, but there is a flank available to activate, but might be too little too late. It's actually just slipped the net completely right now.
Yeah, it's walked on through, but now is when, Favian turns around the corner, gets that first pick. Glove on the board, couple of times. Can't walk into the paint grenade. Still plenty left to deal with. Favian jumping up into Heaven there. Will half be got by Glove.
Echo sees a wall, hoping, expecting somebody to be there. Actually, is not going to have any opponents. It's on the other side of the map, though. This is all just a distraction. The wall being broken just to keep the attention. But actually, Galatasaray rotating players early. Neck's already ahead, though.
Yeah, WerlasS was not prepared for somebody to come up through mid. In fact, Vent controlled from Zeask, and yet he lets a player on through. That wall is going to come up far too late. ULF well in control here of their bonus round, which, they did buy up weapons for, but still, you should not be letting them get away this scot-free. And Galatasaray don't get anything out of it. Body shooting from Echo, who's just been on form all day today. Galatasaray starting to lose hope now. Looks as though they have Echo. I mean, Glove has got his knife out walking through his own spawn, and Paddy is able to get the trade, sure, but what more can you gain out of this one? Showstopper going to be shut down immediately by Favian. That's exactly what Galatasaray needed for a little bit more confidence, taking down an ultimate. Nightfall comes through, however, onto the A site where Paddy is alone for the time being, and if they speed up onto this ULF, they could regain that advantage. Nekky finds the kill, and there it is. They've gained themselves that space. Tether comes on through. That's going to keep WerlasS in place now, and Plant will go down on the ground. They've still got one player lurking around the middle of the map, searching for a couple of extra kills. Oh, and it's a spray down.
A little bit of aggression and overextension at times.
Oh my, just dominance from ULF. That is a no-shot from Galatasaray. And Zeask on the board with the operator could give them a start into the dimensional drift. Is ice up to get in towards the backside. Get out of there as well. It's just information, but it'll help out the team. Seekers have been thrown out by Galatasaray as well. They give them some information of their own, and of course still 4 ults left on the board. There is no better chance for them to take a round here. An opening pick, 5 ults, a full kit of utility, and a full kit of weaponry as well. If they can't get this one done, they cannot get any of them done unless a miracle happens. Zeask going for the second peak, unable to find it, has to get out of there. audaz takes that space gratefully, and pushes a little further up. However, Sop stunned. This is perfect for them. Zeask, unable to see almost, takes one more out, and there you go. This is how, I mean, Galatasaray start to get something back. Favian on the board with a set.
That was a really well thought out round. Showstopper immediately out round the corner.
Ow.
It's huge.
Yeah, you thought you were back into things, Galatasaray? No.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, ult straight to the feet of 2 players, and that hampers your chances of bringing things back in this round as well. Now all 3 players heading over towards CT, but Favian's on a roll, finds the 3rd, and nekky is there with a trade, sending out the rest of his clip once again into Paddy. And it is just glove remaining, looking for exit to this point.
So
yeah,
scared. You can see the
it's
paranoia
fine.
this
It's
time.
fine, glove. Yeah. Lets it be hold up in mail. Will they clear the corner? WerlasS caught sleeping, taken down, and audaz will find 2 off the back of that. The res will bring it back to a 3v3, but I mean, stunned, shell-shocked now, Galatasaray, as P has been taken control of by ULF, and they actually take control of much further than that. They've occupied more than a 1/3 of the map space here, and nekky is in such a good position. No corner checked from glove. Only 1 player left to deal with. The Haunt will find him out, completely blinded there by the Prowler.
That's a lot of damage. Echo wants to get the job done. Toxic Stream comes down at the worst. Second gun's not even out.
Glove able to find the first there. ULF, once again, another situation where, you know, it's definitely an uphill battle, and good off angle there from Vent will find the 2nd kill. Nekky really has been very annoying for Galatasaray, not just in terms of the kills, but also in terms of the mentality over the course of this map, and he just keeps going. Another one down onto Paddy, gets out of dodge as soon as he finds that kill, gives the space for Sop to get in towards sight with the spike, repositions, and suddenly the round isn't looking over at all, but Zeask able to find that next one. Sop with the operator, 1 versus 2, spike on the ground. Can he make it work? They're going to have to peek at the same time if they want to make this happen, Galatasaray. You get the feeling that even though Sop only has an operator in his hands, he can still get it to happen. Has the dimensional drift, can reposition, maybe pick up a rifle at this point, but he's just watching WerlasS. He's just keeping an eye on him.
I'll give you that, right? I'll give it to cocky play. I don't think it works. So right over the top of the wall, though, Favian is wanting this, hungry for the picks.
Pace of play is just ridiculous from ULF, and you know they are paying the price for it, but they don't care. It's like they're sending bodies in, like some kind of horrible army that just, you know, like something out of Lord of the Rings, just sending in bodies to make space. It doesn't matter if they die, it just get control of the site. Who cares? Sop is just showing everyone else. But yes, 4 players he's got to deal with now. It seems like they are going to peek one by one for the time being. 1 head to find, and the trade is good. Make Galatasaray's life incredibly difficult. Good position. Echo just gets out unchecked completely. No trade available through the smokes. He'll run away from that one, get back onto the site. Sop turns around the corner with the Sheriff in hand. What is that? You couldn't see him, man! You can't just do that! Oh, it's just Vent left, and he's got no chance whatsoever.
Majorly so. And now we see the switch up. Now we see a moment of peace. There's the peek on out, and unfortunately, nekky gonna get punished. Stinger not at the optimal range, running out of bullets. Zeask actually has to adjust very quickly there. They managed to catch all of them off.
In fact, and oh, not Vent, sorry, but Suez in fact, and audaz will. Oh, never mind. Good timing. Takes one out. He'll actually get a weapon upgrade for that too. Oh no, not like this, man. If this is how they get to the next
I'm not
point,
getting the tingly feeling. I don't.
no,
Oh,
they're
well,
all lined
they're
up
lining
for him.
up.
You never know. That should be fine.
That's the big caveat, right? Is that was a round that they felt almost fated to win. It was theirs to lose, and Sop not losing a single duel. I say that.
I think that's probably what he cares more about at this point in the game than winning, because that's probably the last thing on their mind right now. Oh man. Yeah, another kill. Just a free one off the back.
Gonna get super aggressive here. I have a feeling Favian's not gonna wait for this. I have a feeling, I sense a swing on the horizon.
But tonight's gonna be a good night. It will be for ULF once they win this, although they don't really have a massive amount of downtime before their next match, so maybe they shouldn't have too good of a night. Favian watching down from here, but that wall doesn't help whatsoever. It's fine. Still works out for Galatasaray. Oh, Echo just has no...
Greedy hands get punished here by Galatasaray. It's straight up ramp, and actually, nope, there's the opening duel again. Nekky in a little bit of trouble, but actually the judge comes raining through.
We said SOP here